Alright, here we are. And we're going to go through the news that's here, but we're also going to talk about this whole thing that's going on all over the world. And depending on where you are, you're either not being told enough, or barely told anything at all, or being told to stay calm. And yes, stay calm. I shouldn't even have mentioned it that way, but be prepared. Be safe, be prepared, be vigilant, be ahead of the game. As people are kind of mentioning, the CDC even mentioned, be like Wayne Gretzky, be where the puck is going to be, not where it is. Um, First off, you can look this up. Uh, Miss Porter, member of Congress, had the head of CDC declare his power and make it so that everyone in the United States can be tested for free, basically. It will be covered by our CDC, our government. Um, Tests aren't readily available to many of the populace and are only available with a doctor's note or recommendation at this exact time, but at least now we know that we don't have to worry about that money coming out of our pocket. We don't have to worry about being afraid to eat or get a test. So be very careful. I'm not an expert in anything, nor will I claim to be, uh, but this is a respiratory disease. Respiratory, means breath, means lungs. It's of your respiratory system, your lungs. So it's spread by your breath, by coughing, sneezing, breathing, spittle, and your hands, obviously, your fingers, your thumbs. The most important thing is they're telling you to wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Wash your fingers. Wash your fingers more than anything else. Your hands, the top of your hand, it isn't as important. I was just watching what the surgical, like what they do when they wash their hands for surgery. You wash your fingers, or your thumbs, the palm of your hand is very important. The bottom of your hand, because sometimes you might put your hand on a surface, a shelf, or well, a table, a counter, and lean over, and you're using the palm of your hand and the bottom of your hand. I don't know how to portray that. The butt of your hand. I don't. Yeah, to me, yeah, whatever. The bottom of your hand, bottom of your palm. Uh, I don't know why that was so hard to explain. But yeah, I'm not a master or expert or anything, but yeah, this is respiratory. So, in here in the United States, they specifically told us not to buy masks. Masks won't help, masks won't work, masks won't do anything unless you're sick. Use the logic and rationality of what they just said, or what I just said, quoting them. If covering your face with a mask of some sort, any kind, not everybody is capable of getting masks right now. A lot of places would probably are sold out of them, along with other things, as people might start to get prepared and overbuy things. But just cover your mouth as much as you can. Breathing out and breathing in. You know, obviously kissing. Um, things like this, hugging, personal space. They've first they were saying 3 feet personal space. Now they're suggesting 6 feet personal space. I mean, I don't mean to turn this into something completely different than what it is or what it's supposed to be. Um, my videos or the situation. Uh, yeah, it's just there's been a lot of misinformation, and wherever you're from, I can tell you here in the United States, we were told conflicting things by our leader and then people that were standing right behind him had to say no, it's actually this. So, known issue. We are aware of an error where the game crashes during certain cutscenes. We are currently investigating the issue and would appreciate if players could send in tickets of such occurrences, providing details of the map and cutscene name. Okay, yeah, right. I don't have a name for the cutscene, but I know what you mean. So as to better aid us in rectifying the problem. Now, what everybody's freaking out over is star player Tidus. Wow, Unalaska. Hmm. Not sure how reminiscent that is. That her sprite is. You cannot pronounce Celtic words very well, and I think that's among the. Correct me if I'm wrong. I apologize, but I think Khaled Bolg is of Celtic origin. The word, so not very good at pronouncing that. 169 attack, water elemental, two-handed weapon, boost LB damage. He is just, yeah. Fill LB gauge every turn on Ace of Aces. Boost attack and water resistance by 30%. Boost attack when equipment attack when a single weapon is equipped in both hands. Yeah, he's pretty beastly as far as damage dealers. So if you're in the market for a brand new damage dealer, go for it. If you're feeling more than capable right now, you don't have to pull for him. Boost magic by 60%. Super Trust Master reward for Unalaska, originator of the final summoning. Boost magic by 60%. Parameters of Espers evoked and parameters when setting an Esper by 40%. And evocation damage. So I'm going to say she's a healer. No, I'm kidding. She's a summoner. Uh, did he get? Yeah, there's no mention of global upgrades for him, and they usually go out of their way to do that so that you spend money and summon. You know, let's just circlet. Magic and Spirit plus 40 activates Summoner of Legends Blessing, Nullified Disease and Stone. Isaru. Bond with the Aeons? Yeah, very much a summoning game. Final Fantasy X. Issue report update. Certain main story quest cutscenes looping, such as from Tomas River Dungeon, has been resolved. However, we are aware that there's still some looping issues occurring with other cutscenes in the main story. Intro for Unalaska? No, I'm kidding. Blitzball Boy. There was a time where I sort of got into Blitzball and I was having fun with it, but it was still weird. Um, I don't know. Atmos. That looks fucking amazing. Holy shit. That looks really, really good. It's a form of foe that absorbs HP due to its frequent use of debuffs and its tendency to remove status effects. It is prudent to make sure your party is well prepared before facing this enemy. After using Inhale a certain number of times, one unit will be forced out of battle, so try to finish it off as soon as possible. Demon Killer. Deconstruction. Remove status effects from one enemy and activate Chrono Shift, boosting attack, defense, magic, and spirit for all allies. No percentage. That's nice though. That's a dispel with a buff. Not half bad. Lady Lilith Raidcoin, 10% Moogle. Braska's Final Aeon. Ooh. See, I'll have to see that thing in motion, in action, in animation. But I'm liking Atmos more. Formidable enemy that specializes in using mighty physical attacks and inflicting status ailments on party members. Will use a powerful attack after raising its own attacks, so try to frequently remove all of its status effects. Tank units that do not have adequate defense will not be able to withstand the enemy. My battery just went to 5%. So be sure to cover your party using units that with both particularly strong defense and resistance to status ailments. Keys and lapis. Alright. Ooh, what do we got here? Oran and Lulu. That's gonna make Oran very formidable, I'm guessing. Formidable? See, she's all about the flood, Lulu. I'm not sure of any other particular benefits there. Exchange shop, I know what that is. You know what that is. Login bonus, revival summon. 50, 300, 500,000. Ooh, lots of gil. And a good amount of lapis. 50, 100, and 300 lapis. Are we really at that? How did I not see that before? I apologize. No, I know I looked at her teddy bear nose. And, revival summon. Obtain 1 summon coin in exchange for a 5-star Tidus, Yuna, Lulu, Oran, or Jacked. Okay. Pardon me. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, nothing special here other than Tidus, really. So, be safe. Be prepared. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Have a good one.